Right now, you are looking at the ground floor of my journey, which is to build my first micro resort. So I'm gonna show you guys everything, all the steps of this journey, and it's pretty crazy and scary, but I'm very excited at the same time. In my last video, I actually shared why I moved here to Merida, Yucatan, and I left my old life in California behind to start a new life here. And within those few months of living here, I've had this undeniable clear vision of building my first micro resort here in Izamal. Now, the whole approach is a wellness stargazing micro resort dedicated to holistic health and pretty much like a renewing experience, connecting creation and just like a full body reset. And so I'm going to be showcasing the whole journey, all the successes, all the fails, all the steps, all the milestones I'm going to be making. So if you want to see if I can actually pull this off, consider subscribing. And I'll be completely honest with you, all of my eggs are in this basket. Like, there is no plan B for me. I'm all in this. But there's always that huge risk that we all come across. And I think the biggest risk in life is not taking one. I shot everything on the first 4 days vertically because I thought I was just gonna be posting on like TikTok and social media and Instagram and stuff like that. But I really wanted to log my journey here on YouTube because number one, I want to be accountable to myself and to other people that are watching, and just to also look back on this. So bear with me on the footage and let's see what this land actually looks like and what's underneath so we can see if we can build. There we go. Much cleaner. Dun, 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 dun. Sky party! First, I want to show you guys exactly where we are. The property is located just 5 minutes outside of the Pueblo Mágico of Izamal, which is famously known as the Yellow City. And it's a place with a bunch of rich culture and history, and so it's a perfect backdrop for what we're building here. And what makes this location a strategic gold mine is the transit. It sits directly on the main tourist route, whether you're heading to Chichen Itza from Merida or driving out to Valladolid and Cancun, you're passing right through Izamal. It's only an hour away from Merida Airport, and it's already a favorite pit stop for a bunch of travelers. Here's the canvas we're working with. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but no great development ever does at the start. So the first order of business is getting a crew in here to clear the brush so we can finally see the bare land and start the real work. All right, so we're here at the property. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some measurements and some plotting so that way we can have our guys that are gonna come clean the property, have it cleaned out. Alright, so we got the squad here, and it's definitely one of those cases of don't judge a book by its cover. We got Valentin and his dad here, and my parents and I, but Valentin and his dad specialize in clearing out these lots with just machetes. And this is what the lot looks like before we even start anything. We're just walking around, getting prepared to see what we gotta cut down. But seeing my mom out here really ready to throw down is just incredible to me. It's always inspiring. I think it's so cute. Her excitement and determination to see this through with me, it just really hits home. All right, here we go. This is before, halfway through. I'll show you after. And my dad is the same way. They're both completely locked into the vision for this resort, and having their support on day one just means everything. Initially, the plan was only to clear out a 43 by 43 meter section, but when I realized that we could clear the entire 2.5 acres for just $520, it was a no-brainer. And I'm a big believer that success loves speed, so I just wanted to get moving immediately because every meter cleared is just one step closer to just making this vision a reality.
Challenge, ¿esto lo vas a subir al Facebook?
Hey.
No, ahora sí se puede decir a los trabajadores que todavía no la va a hacer.
Alright, so this is day 2 of clearing it out. I got these in my nose because I got hecka bad allergies, so I'm going crazy right now with the weed. Here's the pathway. One of the entrances we're thinking about building. This already has stone on the ground. We're gonna see how it looks out after we clear. And obviously we gotta clean the whole thing, 2.5 acres. The crew is not here because it's Semana Santa and they got other things to do right now, I guess. But anyways, this is what we got going on so far. You know, looking at this time lapse, I'm fully aware that what I'm doing here is just a drop in the bucket when it comes to the grand scheme of building this micro resort. But honestly, it feels so much better to just be doing something instead of just sitting in a chair just talking about it. I think we all get stuck in that planning phase because the project is just so massive, it's paralyzing. You look at the whole mountain and you don't even know where to start climbing. But it's wild what happens to your drive when the vision finally becomes real to you. You can actually see the finished project in your head and the visitors enjoying their stay, and then that's when the how starts to matter a lot less and become less daunting. And yeah, the brush is thick, the heat is real, and the task is huge, but when the vision is clear, the obstacles just kind of blur out. You know, it's like your eyes adjust. You stop seeing a wall of obstacles and you start seeing a path through them. And you don't even know how to solve every problem that's going to happen within the next 6 months from now. You just need to know the right next step to take today. And for me, today, that meant just getting out here and clearing this one patch of dirt. Look at this right here. This is Mexican power at its finest. You know why? That's my dad. He's 74 years old. Grandpa, going at it with a machete, taking down this tree because it's in the middle of the pathway. Look at this. This is my mom. 67 years old. She just got done using the machete and she's over here helping me clear it out. Let's go. That's Mexican power. This is the path that we cleared out. It has like this walkway of stone that's gonna be cleaned out and revealed. And salud pa. Right here, we're gonna be cleaning this out as well. This is a sunken area. I'm thinking we're gonna do like a pond, a natural swimming pool. I don't wanna do chemicals, I wanna do natural swimming pool. On day 4, the day started off with a challenge. Oh no! It's raining! It was pouring rain. I don't know what we're gonna do. My first instinct was to keep going, but then I had to put the power tools away to keep them dry, and for a second I felt this first moment of defeat. But instead of getting in the car and packing things up, I put on a plastic poncho and I just started pulling weeds by hand. I was uncomfortable, soaking wet, and those thoughts of doubt creeped in, telling me to stop. And I was so discouraged, I didn't even want to record anymore. But then I remembered that these small moments of discomfort are actually gifts. They're opportunities to prove to yourself that you won't fold when things get messy. And pulling those weeds did more for my internal confidence than it did for the land. It reminded me that if I can push through the rain here, I can push through the inevitable storms that come with building a resort. And it was a simple but powerful moment for me. And eventually, the rain cleared. And after a long day of work, we gathered some limestone rocks and made a pit and started a fire. And there's something primal about it. You know, grilling a carne asada over an open flame on a land that you own. In that moment, I felt a profound connection to my culture. Working the land physically and enjoying a carne asada after a long day, it was a core memory in the making. You know, looking at my parents, I could tell they felt it too. There was this overwhelming sense of unity and happiness, and it hit me right then. One day, I'm gonna look back on these moments and realize that these were the good old days. But the real shift is realizing that every day can be that way if you choose to show up, do the work, and appreciate the people beside you.